I ran from this to this. I finally took the time to empty my 300 liters grow bag, and honestly, I'm glad I did it. I harvested what was still growing in there, and I'm switching to a much better system. If you want to see the full emptying process in time-lapse, stick around until the end. Plus, I will show you what I picked up and how I wash and sort all these vegetables. Let's talk about why this giant bag was a terrible idea for balcony gardening. There are 3 big problems with this setup. The first one is the weight. 300 liters of wet soil, that's almost 600 kilograms. If you don't want to end up in your neighbor's living room, weight is enemy number 1 when you are gardening in an apartment. Quick tip, if you want to know your balcony's weight limit, you can ask your building manager or check the original building plans, but most balconies can handle 150 to 350 kilograms per square meter. The second problem was the depth or the lack of it. The bag is huge, but it's only 30 centimeters tall. So it's wide but super shallow, which means roots hit the bottom and just give up. And problem number 3 is the waterproofing damage, because humidity just sits here and stays stagnant, which means the floor of my balcony is suffering. But before I empty it, let's harvest what managed to grow in here. I've got some parsnips and carrots still in there. And look at this, they are really short and sometimes deformed. And you can see exactly why. The bag is too shallow and root vegetables need depth and they just couldn't grow properly here. But surprisingly, the leafy greens did okay. Some salad leaves, a few spinach leaves, and tiny arugula. I'm actually pretty shocked these are still in decent shape, considering it snowed not that so long ago and there is basically no sun right now. This will be my dinner for tonight. Another tip, I learned that the hard way, don't bring roots full of soil into your kitchen like I did. It gets dirt everywhere and takes way longer to clean. Instead, do a rough clean outside first, rinse them here, then bring them in. Alright, so unfortunately I don't have a shovel, but I've got this container and it works well enough. It's slow, but it's like a workout. And honestly, that's what I love about gardening. It keeps you physically active and you get healthy food at the end of it. So it's win-win. And I also had some visitors during the process. Do you know what this little white worm is? A larva of something? Actually, I have no idea. Let me know in the comments if you recognize it. I also found this too. I think this is a woodlouse and this other multi-leg guy. Insects are actually really useful in a garden because they break down organic matter and help aerate the soil. So I will let them alone. You can see the soil is pretty dry in some spots, almost like it's lost its nutrients. And that's exactly what happened. Because over winter, with all the rain and cold, nutrients leach out and the soil gets depleted. So when I fill these new bags, I will be adding fresh compost to bring those nutrients back just before spring planting. So this is what I'm switching to, 5 50-liter fabric grow bags. And here is why they are better for balcony gardening. First, they are lightweight and easy to move. You can actually pick this up and put them where you want. Second, they have proper depth. They are much taller, so vegetables will have a better root development, especially for things like tomatoes, peppers, or root vegetables. Also, they have a better drainage, so the water is able to drain properly, and roots don't get waterlogged. Finally, it won't cause floor damage. They are breathable, so there is no stagnant humidity, which can destroy my balcony floor. I'm transferring all the soil into these bags, and I will add a mix of fresh compost before spring to replenish the nutrients. And look at this, it's so much better. Plus, it's way more practical because I don't have to jump over a massive bag anymore just to move around my balcony. I can already picture my herbs and tomatoes growing in this. I'm really excited for spring. And finally, look at this. Underneath, it was super humid. You can see the waterproofing was starting to suffer. Long term, this could have caused real damage. So yeah, switching to these smaller bags was definitely the right call. Alright, so that was the full transformation. I went from a 300 liters bag, which was too heavy, too shallow, with a bad drainage, to several 50 liters fabrics bags, which are lighter, deeper, with a better airflow and easier to manage. If you are gardening on a balcony, think about weight, depth and drainage from the start. It will save you a lot of headaches. If you stuck around this long and like the video, hit that subscribe button. I'm sharing my balcony gardening journey, mistakes and all. And as promised, here are the time lapse. First, the full emptied process, then washing and sorting the harvest. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next one.